Hi everybody, my name is Scott, and this is Relevantly Speaking. We're back to our normal surroundings after last week's technical crisis. Now, it did teach me about the importance of having a backup plan, and I didn't have one last week, and I ended up scrambling and pretty frantic. I do have one now, but I think that's a good lesson to learn in life and in performance marketing. Do your prep and your testing as usual, but have some contingencies in place in case something doesn't go quite like you planned. Now, first up, we want to remind you about our Amazon Kindle contest. Last week, we released Media Trust's list of the top 10 marketing books of 2009 to some pretty great fanfare. We then took that one step farther and announced a contest where you can win a super cool version of a Kindle that comes preloaded with those 10 fabulous books. I know! How awesome are we? Many of you have already entered, but there are complete details over at blog.mediatrust.com. Affiliate Summit is just a few short days away, and we're gearing up for our time there in a big way. First, we've started our Meet the Team series. That means you can head on over to the blog and see daily updates featuring fun profiles of our team that's heading to Vegas. Then, once you get to ASW, you'll want to make sure that you head on over to Meet Market Table number 34 and say hello to everyone that you've been reading about. You'll especially want to tease Jefferson Marcy about his mustache. You can head on over to the blog to see what I mean. Moving on from mustaches, let's talk about printing. We all have printers either at home or in our offices. How often do we use them? What do we use them for? Well, if you're like me, you print out things like Google Maps, hotel and car reservations, confirmation codes for airline tickets, things like that. If you're also like me, you may notice that those printouts don't usually convey the same brand experience that the website does in terms of the formatting and the layout. Now, recently we spoke with a company called Adsme that's tackling that problem head on.
Yeah, Adsme is really based on one simple concept, which is paper is not going away. As a matter of fact, as a consumer, we are printing all the time. We are printing maps, travel documents, boarding pass, tickets, and the list goes on. And there's something really interesting that happens when a web page is printed. At that moment, the consumer is actively engaging with the company. A passive audience becomes a proactive customer, and we call that moment the POP, or the point of print, the moment when the customer chooses to engage with the company. The problem is, if your experience is anything like the average consumer, you probably know that printouts are ugly. There's too many pages, and all the work of the advertising and the branding teams goes right out the door. So at Adsme, we think that this pop moment is a missed opportunity to engage, to extend brand awareness, and to sell more. So we created Adsme to capture the customer in a new way, right at the point of print or even safe. It turns an attractive print into a dynamically created document that extend the brand and that opens new opportunities for companies to evangelize and to advertise.
Now, with Affiliate Summit right around the corner, we're packing up the gear and getting ready to take Relevantly Speaking on the road to Vegas. We'll be shooting interviews with people in the performance marketing industry about their innovative products or the cool company they work for. We'll also be talking to leaders in the digital marketing and social media spaces. Now, consider this an open call for interviews. If you think you'd make a good guest on our show, send me an email at sparent@mediatrust.com and tell me a bit about yourself. That's our show for this week. My name is Scott. Thank you for watching.